Good evening, dear sisters and brothers. A very warm welcome to today's session, Being Heartful Every Day, a Joyful Adventure, which is being organized as a part of celebrations of Babuji Maharaj's 125th birth anniversary. It's a year-long celebration for all of us here. So welcome to this session. We are on day 122, and the week is number 18, and the quality for the week we have selected is wisdom. So this week we'll try to focus on wisdom and see how we can become more wise. So welcome again to this session. My name is Prasanna Krishna. I'll be facilitating today's session. Before we start the session today, a very humble request to everybody that we should think of one or two people in a friends and family circle and try to send them masterclasses from Daji on the importance and how to start heartfulness meditation. So let's all try to remember one or two people in our friends and family circle and send them masterclasses with a request that they can start the heartfulness meditation program. Also, this program being heartful every day, if you can send it to one or two people who have been practicing meditation, that will be very helpful too, because many people are finding this program extremely useful. They got an excellent feedback on that. So let's all try to do this. With this, we come to today's program, which is on inspirational reading. Yesterday, we read The Evolution of Consciousness, Part 2, an article by Taji in Heartfulness magazine, and where he discussed that what is really trying to evolve is the subtle body, not the causal body, not the physical body. And the subtle body is very closely associated with consciousness, which consists of chitta, manas, buddhi, ahankar. So he said how each one of these manas, buddhi, and ahankar help develop a consciousness through meditation. Today, we'll continue from here, where we are talking about developing the meditative state further. Holding and nurturing the condition received in meditation throughout the day is a byproduct of good meditation and helps us regulate and deepen the mind to an even higher level. When we are in this state of constant awareness or remembrance of the inner state, we do not allow our canvas to be spoiled. So, consciousness remains afresh. This canvas remains clean and is not destroyed by the multifarious impression we form. Imagine the heart-mind vibrational field having a spectrum of consciousness spanning the subconscious, conscious, and the superconscious state. Swami Vivekananda once said, consciousness is a mere film between two oceans, the subconscious and the superconscious. Or you can imagine the subconscious as being like the ocean, conscious like the surface of the land, and superconsciousness like the sky going out into the universe. As we evolve, our consciousness expands into both the subconscious and the superconscious realms, traveling through a vast infinity of human potential. Another way of saying this is that we go deeper and deeper into the vastness of the heart from our starting point at the surface. The highlighted text, wisdom is to utilize all our faculties at their best. Wisdom is to have the maximum output with the minimum input. Buddhi and prayer. In this process of diving deeper, the intellect, that is buddhi, becomes more and more heart-based. Intuition and inspiration develop, and buddhi becomes fine-tuned. Like a sensitive antenna picking up signals from the heart. Intellect evolves into a state of wisdom. Often, we think of a wise person as someone who makes wise choices. But we go further into a different dimensions where choice is no longer required, as the heart's wisdom is pure and correct. There is a big difference between an intellectual person and a wise person. And here, the spiritual practice of prayer helps us to move from mere intellect to wisdom. Prayer takes us into the heart, connecting us to the source, where we are able to let go of any mistakes we have made, deciding not to make the same mistakes again. Is this not wisdom? Whereas if we come to making foolish mistakes day after day, hour after hour, we are not becoming wiser. We become wiser when we wish to change from the bottom of our hearts and ask for help to do so. When we live with this attitude, every moment wisdom flourishes. I'll repeat that last two lines again. We become wiser when we wish to change from the bottom of our hearts and ask for help to do so. When we live with this attitude, every moment wisdom flourishes. Wisdom is to utilize all of faculties at their best. Wisdom is to have maximum output with minimum input. With minimum action, we have the maximum result. Only with the meditative mind, only through the meditative acts in our day-to-day life, we expect to have such good results. We have a couple of minutes left before the 9 p.m. Prayer. We'll just finish one more para. This is a short paragraph. Purifying and simplifying the subtle body through cleaning. For this to happen, the heart-mind field has to be purified. Otherwise, it's like expecting to see the bottom of a lake through muddy, turbulent water. There is no clarity in a turbulent mind. The spiritual practice of cleaning past impressions is therefore also necessary for consciousness to evolve. Let's take a pause and stop today. Couple of minutes we have before the universal prayer. Let's introspect on what we just finished reading today. We spoke about the importance of meditation last week. Yesterday, today we are looking at how to develop the meditative state further, how prayer helps us, how cleaning helps us. So let's introspect on this. 9 o'clock sharp, we'll start the universal prayer. Well, it's 9 p.m. now. Let's get into the universal prayer. Let's sit comfortably, our eyes closed, and try to get into a very prayerful and meditative state. a heart full of prayer and pray that all brothers and sisters are being filled with love and devotion, and real faith is growing stronger in them. Like we have been discussing, the words are very important, carry a lot of meaning, but I think more important is the attitude and the feelings with which we offer the prayer. I think we should focus on that also and pray that all brothers and sisters are being filled with love and devotion, and real faith is growing stronger in them. हम आराम से बैठेंगे, अपना आंखें बंद करेंगे, गहरी प्रार्थना भाव में डूब जाएंगे और ये प्रार्थना करेंगे कि सभी भाई बहन प्रेम और भक्ति से भर रहे हैं और उनमें सच्ची श्रद्धा दृढ़ होती जा रही है। इन शब्द तो बहुत बहुत पोटेंट है और बहुत मीनिंगफुल है, पर इसके साथ हम अपना जो भावना है ना, वो प्रार्थना की भाव, उसमें डूब जाना चाहिए और ये प्रार्थना करना चाहिए कि सभी भाई बहन प्रेम और भक्ति से भर रहे हैं और उनमें सच्ची श्रद्धा दृढ़ होती जा रही है। लेट्स कंटिन्यू आवर प्रेयर्स टिल 9:15 p.m. Thank you. We can gently open our eyes. Let's try to retain the prayerful condition we've gotten ourselves into. And let's try to retain that condition as long as we can. So with this, we come to end of today's session. We'll all part with a gentle reminder to all of us that we'll do a bedtime prayer and reflect on the activities of the day and beg forgiveness for any unintentional mistakes which has happened from our side, and resolve that we'll not repeat it again. So let's do the bedtime prayer in a very supplicant mood. So see you all tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Thank you. A very heartfelt thanks and namaskars to everybody. Good night. See you tomorrow.